Musikmesse 2011 on Guitar-nBass.com. We're here with two friends, Frank Gambale and Alain Caron, who have just played for Mark Bass. A great gig you've done. Could you please tell us your first impressions about this year Musikmesse and what you think about the exhibition you've just done?
Well, every time I come to Frankfurt Messe, I realize how big the music industry is. You know, this is a huge fair, and we have one in California every year at the NAMM in California in Los Angeles. But this one is about 5 times bigger, and you know, NAMM is big too, but this is huge. So I always love to see it. It gives me an idea that the music industry is very vital, still alive, and still going great. So we're here to do our bit for Mark Bass, DV Mark. We have new products, signature products, so we're very happy to be here to represent DV Mark and Mark Bass. So
we will talk about Mark Bass concerning guitars later on. Let's ask Alain. You've just played with Frank gig here, a few pieces. You've been playing with Frank for a long time. How did you get together?
Well, the first time we played together was in Montreal, the Montreal Jazz Festival. I had a special window at the festival. They gave me 5 nights. So I was allowed to invite whoever I wanted to. So I had different projects at the time, but I admired Frank for so many years, but we never met. And I played with Otmaro Ruiz, who's also lives in Los Angeles. And I called the guys and I said, do you think Frank would agree to play with us? And I called him and he said, yes, of course. So that was the first time we played together, right? And then I was really pleased that he accepted to do that. And then right after that, we booked some other gigs. And Frank asked me to play on his record, the trio record, the Natural High Trio. And then we did a second one last year, and we played a whole bunch. So I play in this trio, and he plays sometimes in my quartet. So it's always a pleasure and an honor to play with Frank Gambale for me.
You have presented new products with Mark Bass here. Would you like to talk to us about?
Of course. 3 years, it's almost, 3 years ago, I met Marco. No, actually, I met Marco before that when I was playing in Rome. He came to me, we talked a little bit, but I was already working with a different company. But he offered me to work with the engineer and to develop my own amplifier, which is an incredible opportunity. So I did that, and then we worked on a different design and concept. And finally, we have the final product that is released here, launched here. It's a combo biamp. It's a piece of technology, and I'm really, really proud of it. So I'm really happy to work with these guys. It's like a family, and then they're really close to the musicians, and they really want to work with us, improve. And it shows. They won an award this year for Best Cabinet of the Year. Not this one, but a previous model. It's just going up year after year. So it's a great company, great people. I'm really happy to be with them.
How about this year? What are the new products, new things you brought and you're presenting here on Musikmesse 2011 for Marco?
Well, for Marco, and DV Mark is a division of Mark Bass. Mark Bass is well known. DV Mark, the amplifier side of their company, is really a new product, and just like Al said, it's a real honor to be able to work with a company to develop something new. I admire companies that listen to artists, because we're the ones that play these things every day, and these guys, Marco is a very smart man, and he really listens. He already created his own line of amplifiers, but he came to me because he wanted me to work with them to create another branch of their product with my ideas. I mean, he had his ideas, and they made a beautiful line of amplifiers. but he wanted me to personalize mine and really develop another sound for their amplifiers. Their amplifiers sound one way, the ones I developed with them sound very different, and they're very much my ideas that I've always thought of. The approach was to, in the past I've always used preamp and power amp separate to speakers, and rarely do I ever use a combo amp, because they're usually like a compromise. They're small and they sound small. And so what we did, I said, okay, I would love to try and develop a combo. Let's start with a 112, real small, and I want that thing to sound huge, like it's some sort of magic. It's cannot possibly make so much sound. And that's what we did. But we took my idea of putting a solid state power, not tube power, solid state with a tube preamp. I always prefer clean power. For example, when you see a PA system, when you go to a big concert, you never see tube power amps. No one uses tube power amps for volume and clarity. So a lot of guitar players, most people think that you need tube power for a good tone. I disagree with that philosophy. I think that clean power is clean power. All the tone comes from the preamp. So that for sure, I love it as a tube, having tube preamp, but not a tube power. So that's what we did in this little combo, and they sound amazing. I mean, it's so much volume comes from this little amp. It's crazy. Well, the next album I have coming very soon is called Frank Gambale's Soul Mine, featuring Boca. Boca is an incredible singer, songwriter that she's not only a wonderful musician and songwriter, she's also my soulmate. And together we wrote 10 really very cool songs that I'm very excited about. We're preparing promotion for that album right now. So that will be coming soon, and I'm as soon as I am able, I will be touring that group. But from June until October, I'll be touring with Chick Corea and Return to Forever. The fourth version of that group, Return to Forever 4, with Stanley Clarke, Lenny White, Chick Corea, and Jean-Luc Ponty. Very excited about that. We'll be doing every major festival in the world. It's a world tour. We've already done Australia in February. We played the Opera House. For an Australian boy, I'm Australian. Playing the Sydney Opera House was quite special. And so we're doing all the major festivals this year. We'll be touring a lot. And then right after that, I'll be touring Soul Mine. So I'm very excited. Big year for me.
Right after this, next week, I have concerts with my band, Canadian band, playing the music of my latest record released last year. And then right after that, in May, I have a European tour with Horacio Negro Hernandez on drums and Fahir Atakoglu, incredible piano player from Turkey. Right after that, I'm going back to America to play in New York with Negro at the Modern Drummer Festival. Right after that, I have a clinic tour in Canada, and then it keeps going like this up the end of the year. So back and forth with my band and Negro and other projects that I have. I'll be also going to Asia in the fall. I was supposed to go in Japan, but according to what we see on the news, I don't know if we'll be able to tour in Japan this fall. Well, I think they have to get back on their feet before they do anything else. But we may go there and do a benefit concert. I've been offered to do that, so I will do that with pleasure, obviously. I have so many friends in Japan, so if I want to help.
Have you been planning anything in Italy?
I'm sorry?
Did you plan anything in Italy?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I'll be playing in Italy in May. I know for sure we'll be playing at the Blue Note in Milan. I think we'll be playing in Fano. And I think we'll be playing in Salerno. Yeah. So different places in Italy. And I'll be back in the fall also. Say hello, everybody. Hope to see you sometime in concert somewhere in your cities. So.
Hi, this is Frank Gambale, and I'd like to say hello to everybody at Guitar-nBass online in the virtual world of the internet. Welcome.